today we're gonna go through the games of Alvin, who was rank 1 earlier this week in the off-season for season 21, and the team he's running is a Plant, Aqua and a Mech double backdoor using the watermelon. Now this is what I find interesting about this team, is that Alvin is a scholar. So without further ado, let's jump into game number 1. Now the team that Alvin is facing is a unique team that I believe was created by Indes, or I might be mistaken. Round 2 goes as follows: double hair, blackmail, eggshell. Getting that double hair is just so sweet for your card draws. You have so many cards on that bug. We see an acro, risky beast and double twin tail, which will not be enough to take this bird down, but the follow-up from that plant should be enough. Unfortunately, no energy was gained from that leaf bug as it was queued up last, so that might have been a mistake as well. Now we'll see cottontail, caterpillar, and then we see a Goda from the front lane plant. That doesn't grab a kill onto the front lane plant of Alvin, and now we see Alvin just saving up that energy, going probably going for that double backdoor. That's what I would be doing. It looks like Alvin has different choices for round number 5. Double piranha, blue moon, get as much damage on that plant as we can with acro and risky beast. I think that's a kill. Let's see, 171 damage, that's obviously a kill. And we see the sticky goo from the bug as well. So you can see how much pressure playing a double backdoor actually creates, because you can be attacking the front, you can be attacking the back, or you can be attacking the mid once the back is dead, and your opponent has to play around predictions, which is never fun to play against. So you can see a couple of damage points being played with that Aqua. Unfortunately, one of those skills misses because of that sticky goo. Now the opponent still has double sticky goo, double cottontail and a sticky goo. Will that be enough? He doesn't decide to play the sticky goo, which is an interesting choice. Looks like he has forgotten about the double twin tail, and we see Alvin taking the win in game number 1. In game number 2, Alvin is facing versus a very well-known Arco, a mid, Aqua, and a hair bird right at the back. So we see the hair, we see the eggshell being played, all of the good stuff. But Alvin will retaliate very quickly in round number 2 with the watermelon, double koi, and a blue moon. Just about enough to take this bird down. No issues there. We see the cattail as well as the disguise being played. So 1 card draw and some energy. That is still 4 energy on that team of Alvin's. He decides to go for the toothless with the acro and double risky beast. I think he's going to be quicker than the Aqua actually. With the crit, leaving that Aqua on 1 HP, not the best, but that crit will help out. He still should have 1 more watermelon, 1 more toothless on him, so whatever he decides to do, he can just clear that one. 1 watermelon and piranha is the choice. That is a 36 damage, and 141 will be able to take this Aqua down, and I think his opponent will just simply surrender because he just queued up 4 cards on an Aqua, which simply died. There's not much you can do there. Double twin tail and 90 damage each. I think that's just a kill. Alright, it's very close to it, but it's not a kill, but the opponent will surrender. So Alvin is just smashing through the leaderboards. Sitting in the top 50 with this team. I don't think it's that expensive. Let's see how much this team costs actually. Looking at the marketplace, first thing you want to do is check the classic, and let's look through these Axies that he's running. Now, a very important thing that he's doing is running Arco and Koi on his mid lane, so he can always speed himself up. Running the risky beast for the maximum damage, we can see that. So Acro, risky beast, toothless, and then the twin tail for the 0 cost. Now that is sitting on $93 if you want something speedier. Let's look at the speed that we can get. I think 48 is something that we can look at. That is $175 currently. Those are probably being bought up like crazy because the meta is not changing for season 21, so everyone is buying these Axies. We also have the dual blade, which might be a choice for you. $142 there. So that is an option, but the Arco is probably better. Now the next thing that we have is the watermelon koi. Watermelon speed bullet, koi piranha, and blue moon as well. So that is the maximum damage that you can get on this Aqua, and there's only 3 of them. Wow, There's only 3 of them, only one that is sitting at max speed. I thought there would be much more, so let's see whether we can find something that is as good. I mean, lamb is the only thing that comes to mind. Let's see whether the price jumps down. It actually doesn't. And then we have risky fish, doesn't really do the job, and risky fish doesn't really do the job, so it looks like this team is hard to get. I really wouldn't recommend getting these Axies above $200 to $300 because you're probably not going to ROI on them as we are moving into Origin after this season. And lastly, let's have a look at that front lane, which is a leaf bug. On that horn we see a cattail, we see a watering can, and then we also have a, what do we have? Do we have a serious? So it's actually herbivore rather than Golda, just to buy as much time as he can, and that is sitting at $121. So not a cheap team. I thought it would be a little bit cheaper than that, but still a unique one nonetheless to be sitting at the top ranks of the leaderboard. If you want to see whether a team is good in Season 21, you need to put it up against a triple launch team. We have the Golda, Razorbart and Sandal coming through from that team. Alvin unfortunately loses 1 energy for skipping that round, but in round 2 he will have 4 energy going for him. Going for the herbivore, giving you that extra shield. You can see how much shield Alvin actually has. Cattail will give him some energy on top of it as well. I mean, a card rather. Herbivore, Aqua stock, only dealing 50 damage, but it's enough to take the Dusk down to 140 health. Now, following up with the Risky Beast and the Twin Sail, I think that is enough to take the kill. And the Dusk is no longer on the front lane. Herbivore actually getting that card draw on the Herbivore and healing for 82 is a massive play. We see the plant being hurt down to 272 health. The Scarab just coming in a little bit too late for the opponent. Round 4, and just now the front lane plant of Alvin falls down. It feels like the opponent will be going for some lunges to follow up. Unfortunately, that lunge will not trigger due to the attack from the mech, putting it down to the last stand. It will not be getting that value. If he went for a lunge first, he would have actually killed that Aqua, and then I think the reptile would have had a chance to win this game. It still does, because it's only 4 energy. It's actually 4 energy versus 5 energy, so as long as the reptile doesn't die, he might be able to take this game down. We will see how that one goes. Down to 100 health it goes. Now, can it deal 480 damage is the question. 107, that's not gonna do it. Now the Acro speeds the mech up, so the reptile can never go first, and it will simply lose this game versus the Risky Beast, the Acro and the Twin Tail. So not even utilizing the back doors that he had, he can still clear up the triple launch team. And in the 4th and final game, we see a very unique team that's quite expensive in this season. That is the Dusk with Goat, the Sandal, that is the Bug with Mosquito, and with Caterpillars as well, and then the Bird at the back, hitting like a truck with those Tri-Feathers and the last one. But Watermelon and 2 energy costs from the Aqua will not take it down, but the follow-up from the plant will, as he did play an eggshell on that bird. Maybe he just wanted to sacrifice it as quick as he can, because there's not really any use to it, as the mech can speed itself up, the Aqua can speed itself up and then surprise the bird. So he just wanted to get rid of those cards. We see the Koi Piranha, Double Whiskey and a Twin Tail coming through. That will be enough to take this Dusk down. He does draw some cards from the Cattail, but we'll see whether that Mosquito is good enough to play this 1v2 scenario. Now, you see where the advantage of this team comes through. The opponent of Alvin had to play a Sticky Goo. Well, he didn't have to, but he decided to, because he was scared that his Bug will fall down to the Aqua. So he plays a Sticky Goo. That wastes him 1 energy. He also plays some defensive cards on the Dusk on the front lane. That wastes him energy too. And now he's down to 2 energy, and he just simply dies to the Aqua. And that's the end of the story. This team creates a lot of pressure, because your opponent doesn't know, will he be attacking the back lane, will he be attacking the front lane, maybe he will go for the Watermelon mid lane. You really are sitting in the unknown, and your opponent, or Alvin in this case, can be choosing where to attack. So in the comment section down below, let me guys know, what do you think about this team? I think it's awesome that it creates so much pressure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily playthrough and content, and I will see you in the next one.